Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 99. Check 99. Check my 45. 3. It's a part of that. Check 50. Check 50.
Again, it's Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33.
24-yard gain on the play.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mariota looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mariota on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 44, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. This is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. He'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 1st down, Murray. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 23 yards on the play. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft, his teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2nd and goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Murray now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Get ready.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that.
And he's going to go down again. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray now. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mariota to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Check. Crunch. 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 Kill. Three.
On 3rd down, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive.
Let's go, defense.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Gets it off to Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Being chased out left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. 1. Chance.
3.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Now it's Freeman. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Made by Jarrell Casey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36, Murray. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
54 Mike. I'm going to come out.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Amani Hooker back for the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray stepping up. He's going to... And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. First catch there for the rookie Ridley, and it's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Henry. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota flushed out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Mariota. He's got Smith here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy.
Looking to throw. Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Catanzaro's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.